Well, for those who watched that and are still here, I apologize for what you just saw. But anyway, this is the Immaterial Gamers Fantasy League week number 3. Let's not faff around. Let's just get straight into it. First bit, leaderboard from last week. So, as you can see, interesting situation. With Duncan just there at the top, D not far behind. But we move on to week 3's predictions. And this is the big one, given that there is the match of the week, the split. Be interesting to see where everyone's turned up. So first of all, we got D. And again, set predictions that favour the stronger teams through that. Except for XL versus SK, where they just decided a sweep was the thing. Then we got Darius and Duncan. Again, favouring the stronger teams throughout. Noting the difference there for Darius with Schalke against Rogue, and actually with Duncan and Darius XL favouring against SK, apart from the win. Then let us move on to Martin and myself. Again, stronger team predictions, even if there were ideas where Vitality would take some points against G2 on Martin's side, again favouring the XL, Mad Lions, and a bit of a split for the G2 Fnatic game. Whereas me, I decided to, a sweep or two, maybe one of the others, and like Duncan went for a controversial decision of choosing Fnatic in the match. And then Stefan and Terry. And Stefan's idea of taking pieces of other people's predictions has done okay for him, even if it's not fully worked out. And Terry's coin flipping is getting interesting. But enough of that. It's time for the rundown. So here we are. Week 3's matches on the way. First up, Misfits versus XL. There we go. This one was alright for XL. They're starting to get into the swing of things, and Misfits not so much. Starting to lose a little bit. Even if they did end up with the first blood in this game, their game-by-game progress isn't going as well. I mean, that took a bit of time. But, Herald, comfortably picked up by XL, just under the top lane of the tower, was taken on the bot lane. Baron taken by XL after a nice little team fight in the mid. And the win taken a bit long after with a giant Cho'Gath. Right, game 2, XL versus Mad Lions. First blood ended up the way of SK, even taking a long Kazoo walk. Dragon ended up the way of Mad Lions a little bit later. Herald ended up the way of SK for a little bit of time and 3 kills up. Now 5 kills up, they took the mid tower. Mad were not doing great here, and given that they also lost Baron, proceeded to then lose the game in a bloodbath. XL took the win. Right, here we go, game 3, G2 versus Vitality. And after G2's shock loss last week, they needed to get back in the game, so they got themselves an early first blood. Easy enough. They also got themselves a herald, just because they could. And the dragon, even if they nearly leashed it away, they also got the first tower. Now, am I going to stall myself by saying that this was a sweep? Maybe? I think it was. Yeah, we'll just say it was, because there's a Baron by G2 as well, and, oh, a win as well. Good old shutout. Right, game 4 for Friday. Schalke versus Rogue. Now, considering they beat G2 last week, could they do the same to the blue hooded team? Well, if the first blood was anything to go by, along with a herald, let's just say yes. Rogue did get themselves the first dragon of the game, so that's something. They got themselves the first tower as well. All good. As while Schalke were trying to go for a herald, but Baron went the way of Schalke, and so did the game. Miracle run number 2, perhaps? It'd be interesting. Right, Friday wrapped off with Astralis versus Fnatic, and if we were looking at Fnatic looking to get a good Saturday game, giving away first blood in mid lane was probably not the best idea. Astralis getting themselves a herald was only just making it worse. They'd also got themselves the first dragon. This was actually going Astralis' way. First tower also went their way, but Astralis and their age-old problem of not being able to finish off a game and running away from a Baron that Fnatic then took gave them another loss. So that's 5 games down. Let's move on to Saturday. Misfits versus Schalke. Now, if there was anyone that was actually going to get in the way, it would be the football-based team. And, well, it was showing a little bit. Misfits getting themselves a dragon and a herald. So getting some points on that regard for the prediction game. Good old Shelly the Herald taking out mid tower. But Baron went Schalke's way, as did the team fights. And the game. The run continues. The fountain nearly took some as well. Right, XL versus Schalke. No, not Schalke, Ryan. You are a liar. It's SK. That's what we do with an unscripted thing. Right, Dragon went XL's way. And then, Chrono Breaker, a bug reported by SK, led to quite a bit of rollback. And with that, we had to confirm the first Herald was taken by SK, along with First Blood. But the game got back underway, and the tower was also picked up by SK. But then a sort of a juke at Baron, and the XL just skipped it completely and just went for the win. And they got it. Game 3, Mad Lions versus Vitality. And First Blood went to the winged ones, not the roary ones. Now the winged dragon did go to the Lions. The Herald went the way of the red team this time. So just bases covered. And eventually top tower fell as well. Then Mad Lions ended up getting the Baron, and just like Astralis, Vitality fell to Mad Lions. The way it seems to do. Can't finish a game. Right. Pre-game of the week. Rogue versus Astralis. Now, Rogue needed to pick themselves up a little bit. But, you know, still keeping themselves on top. Got themselves an easy first blood. Astralis, again, playing the objective game. They're comfortable with that. A Skarner kept away by a Lilia for the Herald. Then Tower, the top one, went to Rogue. Astralis did manage to get themselves the first Baron of the game, but again, as said, they can't finish the games off. Rogue took that one. Now here we are. Fnatic versus G2, the match of the week, the match everyone was looking forward to. Well, G2 did end up getting first blood. Poor Whippo, poor Bear. Dragon did end up the way of Fnatic during more top lane action. Herald was taken by G2 though. And well, I want a Kit Kat now. I don't know why, but Tower ended up Fnatic's way just before Herald took the mid. But Baron also taken by Fnatic before the game wrapped up, and the rivalry of the split, as always, taken by the other team, not the big top one. Right. Actual leaderboards. Here we are. Week 3 standings. I don't know how he did it, but Terry ended up on top. Just mad. And if we look at the Week 3 total leaderboards, the Canadians are ruling the shop. They're running the roost, ruling the shop, not the other way around. And well, everyone else is there, and Steph got his dream of being Atlas this week, just holding up the rest of the table on his shoulders. But week 4's another week.